Hello and welcome to Central Ohio Heaters. Thanks for your interest today in our Tech Help video. The title is How to Prime a Meter Pump. A few safety precautions first. If you use this video, you are agreeing to use it at your own risk. Be sure to let the unit cool down and clean all the ash out of the unit, especially when soaked with oil or antifreeze, because it may burn uncontrollably. First of all, it's important that you install a leak-proof suction line. We recommend that you use a 1/2-inch flare copper line on the suction side, seamless, from the suction filter to minimum 8 inches up from the bottom of the tank. It needs to be 100% suction tight, and use a good quality seamless line or you will be back here starting over again. Do not use a 1/2-inch steel pipe, plastic lines, a 3-piece steel union. They will leak. Do not use a compression fitting here. They will leak. They will suck air. Next, fill the suction filter with clean used oil in here. New oil does not burn. Don't try it. Many people have tried it. You won't get the flame to light. Fill this with clean used oil and then open the bleeder here on the side of the pump. Open that about 2 turns and put a hose here to catch the oil. Next, turn the pump on, but not the burner. Open the bleeder on the bottom right of the pump, that's this one, and put it into a bucket. Let the pump run for about 5 minutes and it should soon start pumping the used oil out of the filter. Next, it will start pumping air as it gets the filter empty. As it starts to suck oil and air up out of the tank, it will spit and sputter air bubbles out of this hose. Just let it keep running. It will keep sucking the air up out of here until it gets oil all the way up here, and then it will start pumping pure oil. Next, bleed off 1 cup of oil from the 3/8 bleeder in the hose at the bottom of the pump. That should get bled to here. If it does not start to pump oil after 7 minutes, use a standard oil can to squirt oil into the hose here. Squirt plenty of oil up in there so it gets up in the open bleeder, open 2 turns. Put plenty of oil in here so it gets in the hose, in the pump gears, so that the dry gears get oil into the gears. And that should make the pump start priming again. And then repeat the above bleeding process if it is necessary. After you have bled off 1 cup of oil from this bleeder, there should not be any air in the oil stream at all. If there is, you are probably sucking air on the suction side. You can try letting it run longer to see if it clears up the air pumping problem. If it does, great. If not, go back and repair the suction leak on the suction side, or maybe you have a worn out shaft seal, or the pump gasket here maybe is torn from being taken off. If you can't get it fixed, go back and check for a suction leak. It tells in the meter pump book how to check for a suction leak. Or we have another video on our website entitled Heater Runs Great All Day but Needs Reset Most Mornings. Or see your heater operator's manual to check for suction leaks. Next, on your pressure side, it must go uphill all the way from the pump up to the furnace. Do not go up against the ceiling and back down, because it will not bleed air downhill. Next, if you have a pressure side filter, it will need to be below the burner so it bleeds out the air properly. To speed up the bleeding process, you may want to fill this filter with clean diesel fuel. Or if you prefer, you can just let the pump run and it will eventually fill with clean black used oil from the tank. Do not fill this filter with dirty oil from a bucket of dirty oil in the shop, because if you get dirt in this filter, there are no more filters between here and the nozzle, and you will likely never get done cleaning the 50 pieces of dirt out of the nozzle, or you may have up to 50 psi running oil pressure if it does fire up at all. In other words, here's the pressure output on the pump, comes up to the filter, and from the filter it needs to go up to the burner, uphill all the way, up, up, up. Whether you have a filter or not, doesn't matter. Your pressure line needs to go uphill from here up to the burner. Go up to the heater. There's a 4-way T up there with a bleeder in it and a gauge. Open the bleeder, bleed off 1 cup of oil. Once you get all your air, water, and dirt bleed off, close the bleeder, and within 5 to 10 seconds, this should come up to 60 pounds, from 0 to 60. Before firing the heater, check with a spotlight and a mirror as needed to see that the burner is not squirting oil into the chamber coming out from the nozzle. If it does leak, this is dangerous, so do not proceed any further. Stop and fix the pressure leak where the oil comes through the nozzle. Something is wrong in the burner. See the operator's manual or clean the oil solenoid, etc. Again, do not proceed until you get this problem fixed. This nozzle should not leak oil when the pressure is up at 60 pounds. Also, make sure the ash is cleaned out of the cabinet, especially if it was soaked with oil or antifreeze, as this can burn uncontrollably. Follow the manufacturer's startup procedures in your operator's manual to fire up the burner. Next, make sure the pump and burner starts and stops together with each other. When the burner goes on, the pump goes on. When the burner goes off, the pump goes off. Always. They go on and off, both of them. On and off, all year long, always together. This should be what you need to get your meter pump bled. If you need a replacement pump or burner, call us. If you need more technical help, see our technical help page on our website. It's 8 pages long. You can print this out and take it right over to your heater. Thanks for watching.